Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac, Repentance, where today, there we go, we are going to take Tainted Azazel to the beast, because that is the last thing this character has to do. This run is recorded on a weekday. I haven't properly played Isaac in about, well, let's say 2 weeks. It's been quite the time. Most of the videos and things you've seen in the last week or two have been recorded about 2 weeks ago, and this is being recorded yesterday, so hopefully we're just gonna have a nice and simple time here today because my video buffer has run out. So we're just gonna try and do our best today. I have at least gotten a little bit of practice on the Switch version of the game, but it certainly does feel nicer to play it on a nice and big screen. I'll take the screw. We can skip our first item room as per usual. I would like to pick up that golden coin at some point though. But I figured if I can get that without somehow having to spend a bomb, that would have been nice. Technically could be possible if you're particularly lucky, I suppose. You might get a hangman card and just grab all of these coins for free. There is a decent chance, I was gonna say that there was a decent chance of my secret room being there, but actually I don't think it is, so mostly because this whole blockade over here is more or less preventing that from being the case, so that's unfortunate. This is not great, and that's pretty good. That's unfortunate, because I was actually kind of planning on taking the thing that allows me to carry 2 cards, and now I'm not so sure. As well, I do quite like Balls of Steel pill every now and then. The Tears Down pill is a bit of a bummer, but ultimately not something I can't really deal with. I do have the money for it though. So, I don't know. And let's check out our probably super secret room over here at least. I'm really not 100% sure where my, yeah, there we go. Where my regular secret room is, but now we have 2 more bombs. Bad trip, amnesia, range up. I mean, outside of Balls of Steel, it's not like we have a pill pool to play with right now, so you know what? We're going with this. We're going with the extra card space, because I think that's just ultimately going to be a bit more useful. Hopefully. Not sure if that's going to be the case. Really? Oh, right, yeah. I'm a little surprised that that wasn't the secret room, but you know what, I'll take it. I'm just gonna go on to the next floor. We have a decent amount of health at least. Tier rate went up and down, so ultimately it's more or less the same as just getting a range up at the start of the game, so it's not like too bad, but not ideal. We have an item room waiting for us on the way back. I'm feeling quite speedy right now. That's kind of nice. I forgot about the whole leaving a trinket behind, but I think we hadn't found a trinket before, so that's at least something. And we are playing as one of the better characters in the game, so ultimately I'm not overly concerned. Regardless of what we do item-wise. That's a shame. I should have maybe pushed it down, but didn't really have a good enough view of the map. Looking at the map now, I don't regret the choice of pushing it up, since it would be my likely contender as to where a secret room would be. Up till the point where this room appeared, and I don't think it can be next to this room, but I'm genuinely not 100% certain. Either way, irrelevant, because it was not there that particular time. That's a crawl space, if I do remember correctly. And given that I just entered it, I would say I remembered it correctly. What happens if I use a moon card in here? Does it? I mean, I kind of assumed that that would happen. But I wasn't sure what would happen if you're inside a crawl space, or that would do something weird. And I don't recall ever actually teleporting out of one. So there you go. I have learned one thing. I'm also surprised that that works out, but fair enough. I wanted that tinted rock. Fortunately managed to grab the heart before it landed in the spiky abyss there, but either way it wouldn't have mattered too much. Not a terrible curse room. Necessarily. Hierophant, well, so much for requiring that Balls of Steel. And I'm just gonna save the Chariot card for something a little bit more spicy. I'm hoping that we can deal some damage with it. With 8 coins, it's a little tempting to at least check the shop in case there is an item on sale like there was on the previous floor, but it's not a great amount, admittedly. And that's a black candle and also a teleportation thing, and I kind of wouldn't mind both. Just need to somehow acquire 22 coins in a floor where I've already seen the secret room. But, you know, it's technically not impossible if we find a couple golden ones. God, it's just Heart City. It's Soul Heart City over here. Which, I don't mind. I don't mind. Just, I did say that I kind of wanted to have a nice and chill run after all. And, so far, the game is delivering exactly that. Just delivering an easy victory, just on a plate. I respect it. Is there like a blood donation machine in here? That's like my only shot. Nope, just a bunch of red hearts. Oh well. We don't necessarily need a black candle, I suppose, but it certainly wouldn't have hurt. God, this character is so powerful. Let's just keep moving. I don't really care that much. This run is more or less just gonna play itself, and I kind of appreciate that I left something easy for myself to do at a time like this. There is still a couple things remaining that are a bit more tricky. This is by far the easiest thing still left to do. There is also like Beast with Tainted Magdalene, which I'm not particularly worried about. And there was a Mother kill that doesn't seem too troublesome, but I figured since the previous run was Mother as well, I should at least mix it up a little bit. Plus there is, oh god, suddenly choked on my own existence. That was a good one. A very good way to... as you can tell, it's been a while since I've last recorded a video. I can't even speak anymore without nearly suffocating. So it's really... takes a little bit of practice to get back into the flow of things. But yeah, I think Beast kills is like one of the main things that we still need to do on a decent number of characters. There's a couple of Deliriums which I'm a little worried about, but overall, I'm not particularly worried. But when you have run out of a uploading buffer to appease the schedule that you have created for yourself to make your life slightly more difficult, you're gonna go with whatever's easiest, and that's what we're doing today. And kind of wish, had I gotten all these soul hearts on a different character, that, you know, would have gone for something more difficult instead. But, nah, it's okay. It's okay. I will say, though, as much as I do like the Switch version of this game, it does feel a lot easier playing on a bigger screen. It is apparently easier if you can properly see everything. I don't know if it is fully the screen or if I just play a lot worse when there's no stakes. When no one's watching, you can just screw up as much as you want and no one will judge you for it. And it's great. It is so relaxing. In a way. It's maybe not relaxing for everyone, but I feel like when I actually do have to try at least a little bit, I do maybe play a little bit better as a result. And I guess that's good. This is a weird floor layout. Isn't it itself? No. It's just odd. Because there's a lot of potential directions to go into here. This is an awkward room for a character that shoots exclusively horizontally. But at the same time, the sneezes do insta-kill these enemies apparently, so that's not too bad, I suppose. Might as well go in here since we do actually have infinite keys right now anyway, so might as well. King Baby's fun for conjoined and not really for much else. Converter could actually be kind of interesting, you know? I'll take that. Maybe it'll... It's very much theoretically if we get a devil deal, specifically, but it is... It could be something. It could be something, technically. Now, I tried... Did I try this? Maybe I didn't, actually. No. No, I tried this one, because there was a shopkeeper there, and, well, obviously it's not there because there's a big hole in the way. And also, I don't really have the bombs to experiment with secret rooms like that, I suppose. But, as I said, mistakes can be made aplenty with this character, and no one will mind too much, because we're just gonna walk to the end. We got an extra bomb, so we technically do get an extra chance of trying to find That secret room. I think it could be between the cursed room and the item room, actually, but... we're gonna find out, I suppose. That's a shame. Oh, well. Is there anything cool over here? I could very easily probably go for a sacrifice room if I use the converter on a lot of my soul hearts right now. But I might not. I'm mostly saving it for a devil deal or something like that. That's really the main reason why I would like the converter. Which, kind of a shame that I skipped the first devil deal in that regard, I suppose, but at the same time, it's all good. That is Larry Jr. and, Pin? Yeah. Well, Larry Jr. is gone. And there went Pin. Very good. Alright, cool. Range up, very useful on this character. I still have not dropped a trinket, and maybe I'll never do that, actually. Haven't fully decided. There's my planetarium, at least. So I can start going for, well, you know what? Let's just run. Let's just go for it, actually. I don't hate the idea. This character can also just get red hearts, which is why the converter is just a little bit more interesting as well. But Mercurius, I don't know if we've had it before, but we can now leave most places if we are not interested in going there. If we don't want to clear the room, we can just go back. If we don't want to go back, we can just go forward. And if there's a room with a whole bunch of mushrooms inside it, don't really feel like doing it. But at the same... Oh, that's a ghost chest right there. That's nice. Because that's actually some consumables. I'd like to get a couple more consumables, but that's really the only thing stopping me from not just running off into the sunset here. Also, I need to stop sneezing enemies into my own face. It's not working out in a way that is helpful. But yeah, you know what? Let's just play this a little bit more dicey. Let's just be a lot more callous about this whole experience and instead try and just run to the end. Because I do feel like this is a character that can get away with it. We already found the planetarium, so we can also just not worry about item rooms anymore because we can just enter them without any negative consequences. That's God's flesh, which is not necessarily bad. My converter has a charge now. I actually didn't notice that until just now. Huh. That's a little annoying, actually. Because it used to be that you could just have Guppy's paw and the converter with the backpack and you just be invulnerable, but now you actually are not. Didn't know. Interesting change. I guess I understand why, because of the whole invulnerability thing, but still, it's still a little annoying, you know? Anyway, I'm gonna use a converter once just for fun, and then use Temperance. Get a little bit more money here. See what's inside the shop. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm also just gonna blow this one up in case there is a secret room, but also a little bit of devil deal as well while we're at it. Rooms like this also just sometimes don't feel like it, but today, since I do have that infinite range and I'm feeling a little vengeful, might as well go for it. So I guess I could look for the ultra secret room, but it... there's some options here, eh? I'm gonna blow this up for fun. Did not expect an eternal heart, but I'll take it, I suppose. Lot of red hearts. I guess I'll just use that one more time. Also didn't pick up the soul hearts in that room, I just kind of left. It's even just a regular soul, not even like half a soul heart that's a little bit hidden, it's just right there. Fair enough, I suppose. Can I get a angel room, please? That would be lovely. I just want him to hang out for a little bit, so we can deal as much damage to him in as short a time as possible, like that. Very nice. Angel room, tier 8. Map, very nice. We are going to start running now. It's a shame we do not have the black candle. That's really the only downside to this run right now, but if we had a black candle, we could really make sure that we can just go every single floor. Because now there's technically the risk that we can get a curse of this something or another, and suddenly we won't go as speedy because we won't know where to go. But I can at least check out the shop now, since we know there's not going to be any enemies in there. I was afraid of that. Let's just quickly see if there is something cool here. I also need to make sure that I have at least this one bomb when we go to the next floor so I can actually teleport. Would be a little silly if that's a way we end up losing out on things. That's more defense. I'd like more offense at this point, I suppose. Right. I'm just not gonna blow you up. I need a bomb. I need to actually, maybe I need to clear a room. We're gonna just walk over these after shrinking them with God's flesh. Can I get one more bomb somewhere? That would be lovely. I might use this Soul of Cain at least on... I guess I could keep the Soul of Cain. There's not really any danger in doing that. And then I can also get that extra life. But at the same time, I don't really care that much about the extra life. It's not going to be relevant. If it is relevant, then I have made a huge mistake somewhere along the line. So, honestly, I'd rather just do this.
Soul of Cain.
It opened exactly one red door, but also the super secret room, which I'm a little bit more interested in. But I guess we're kind of in a weird spot right now in terms of where we are. Eternal Heart, not bad. I've given up on the idea that I'm going to get a bomb somewhere. There is still a couple rooms we have to clear as well. As you can see right here, this one, the boss room does not immediately open. Reap Creep, that's a little annoying. In terms of bosses that die slowly, it's up there. Depths bosses especially. It's probably, I don't know if this is actually slower than Bloat. It's a very slow boss fight. Possibly because of the whole 3 phases thing that it's got going on, but something's making this boss take a while. There's also this attack, I suppose, which makes me anxious usually. Forward, yeah. I remembered where to stand. I did it, everyone. I did it all. Very nice. That's just tears up again. Yeah, it's probably better than what I have right now, eh? I could actually go for the sacrifice room, but as I said, I'd rather just move on. I really don't need to waste any time right now. I just need to find myself one of them skulls with the X on it, and then we can just be on our way afterwards. We'll clear out a couple of things here and there. I'm gonna run over that just because I can. Realistically, any enemy where I can just run over it, I might just take the option. Because sometimes enemies have just given me a really bad time, and now I can finally get some Duke Nukem style revenge. And I can kind of appreciate those little moments in time. Oops. Of course, do still need to dodge occasionally. I mean, it's not like I'm in a particularly bad health situation right now, but still, it is good to play it safe every now and then, I suppose. Cool. I don't know if that works. It would be cool if it did. I think it's technically a startup these days, isn't it? I didn't even look. I don't even know how I dodged all those tears. Just went all around me, but yeah, it's just one of those days. What do we got? Piggy bank. And a bomb. I'm gonna go take this. I'm done with the converter, but I am not done with setting everything on fire. I'm also not done with maybe just using that upside down hermit card to get more money. Because I think if I do that here, yeah, you just get that money from the item instead, and that makes me buy the piggy bank, and then I can buy this card as well. This insta-kills Mom's foot, I believe, so that's neat. So we're just gonna hold on to that one. That's not super exciting. Where is that marked skull? Admittedly, we haven't even begun to see the whole floor yet, but we have found it right there, so that's nice. We lost our bone heart, unfortunately, which is a little bit of a shame, but not the end of the world. It's just a little annoying. And there is a reroll machine waiting for us in the whatchamacallit as well. The shop. So there might be some good stuff there. I'll also just quickly check out this mini-boss in case there's something of interest waiting for us here. Some extra bombs, never bad. I'm a little tempted to check out the secret rooms as well, since we did get some extra bombs there, but it's okay. I feel like if I was a different character, Mercurius would have been a little bit more interesting to me, but as it stands, they're just so ridiculously powerful that it just makes it a little bit less tempting at the end of the day. There we go. Alright, Devil. Take whatever. Sword, sure. I forget if this is actually even good, but it doesn't matter. I don't know if Euthanasia works with what I have. I'm not sure if Loki's Horns works. I'm gonna test out Loki's Horn just because I'm interested. Oh my god, okay. Alright, so I guess that does work. Very nice. We have flight now because of something. Oh, we don't have flight. I just saw my wings and assumed. Oh, because of the upside down devil card. I think that gives you flight for like a minute. Anyway, that's a blank room. Curious to see how Soul of Samson with the blank rune is going to combine, but we're going to find out. It sounds like a pretty good combination of things, really, because it should allow me to use the Soul of Samson every time that blank rune is charged, so overall that's just pretty good. Alright, it has a not too terrible of a charge rate, honestly. Unfortunately, I mean, it doesn't really matter, because the moment it runs out, I'm gonna go back to my sword. So either way, it's working out alright. Let's get the booster pack. Queen of Hearts. This could be good. I'm curious how that, if that works, actually. Lovers, Hierophant, sure.
The Hierophant.
I mean, this is, you know, I'm just gonna throw that in there. I don't want to be tempted. But yeah, it used to be with the clear rune. I don't know what the clear rune used to be. It used to be that you could use the card thing. Oh god. Yeah, there certainly is a word for it. The blank card to use runes, and they changed that for repentance. In that you can no longer use runes with the blank card. Instead, you have to use the clear rune if you want to use the same rune repeatedly. And yeah, we might actually get some use out of it for once. Usually you either get one or the other. It is very frequent that you'll just get a clear rune and no real interesting runes to use it with, or get a bunch of runes and no clear runes. So it's nice to at least see that in action. Very nice. Let's just check this out real quick. Don't know if I like my sword choice. Joker, Ace of Hearts, Hanged Man, Emperor, Temperance, Hierophant. Where does the Emperor card take me right now?
The Hierophant.
I don't know. Cool. Let me just run into this flame for some extra shot speed. Very nice. I'm just curious, where does this take me? Ah, the corpse. That's odd. Yeah, I mean, the sword is definitely never really a bad time, but it was probably worse than what I had, which is being Tainted Azazel. But at the same time, when there's a sword, sometimes you just gotta. It's not like I'm having a particularly bad time, plus we got damage up right there, so that just makes it better. I'm just curious if this works, really, because I assume that if I try to use the clear rune like this, it'll just not actually use the rune because it's on a different slot, but I'm genuinely not 100% sure. Let's find out, everyone.
Just get over it.
Oh god. Careful. Soul of the Forgotten. And what was that again? Removes oldest passive item spawns 2 from the current pool. That's actually okay, because I don't have use for tier rate anymore. Get out of my sight. Don't even look at me. Alright. It was a good attempt at least, you know. We gave it a shot. And sometimes that's worth something. No. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. It's at least a little bit of a damage up. That's been sort of the vibe for this run, getting very tiny damage ups all the time. Now, I don't fully remember which other item rooms I skipped. It was like the first 3, and after that I think I just went into all of them. Also, Mercurius works on the Ascent, which I just realized. And that certainly changes the speed of this sequence, I would assume. At least for the more difficult bits of it. What is that? Sun? Alright. A little bit more interesting. I'm at least curious if this would have worked. It does. Interesting. Alright. Let's just go in there then. Get a little bit out of it, you know? And we went through that one. I mean, it's certainly not impossible to keep it up during the ascent, which is really nice. And now I definitely need to enter my item room, that's for sure. But not having to kill these enemies, that's just so nice. Because they have so much health. I can just run past everyone and not have a care in the world, because I'm at full health anyway. Alright. Some rooms I need to do. Oh my god, alright. Never mind. I don't mind my choice of the sword anymore. Oh, that's disgusting. I love it. Please, more of this. I need a little bit more damage, as you understand. Yeah, we need this. Polyphemus with this sword is just lovely. Can I step on you and just... yeah, instantly take damage because an enemy would spawn on top of me. It's not great. Should probably look for my health, but I have a sun card, and quite frankly, I think that'll just be okay. Is there a tinted rock there? No. Just grab all the money in one attack. Two shot, also one of those items where I'm not really sure if it even works, because I'm using a sword, and swords are just a little bit odd. But maybe we'll find out. Oh yeah, I need to actually grab soul hearts for the stat ups as well. I completely forgot. Well, that was nice and quick. Feeling confident. Full health. Let's get that. I kind of want to see if this does anything to my... oh yeah, good. I need this. Obviously, I need this more than the other trinket that I had available. Very good. Maybe it's the transformation? No. Alright, let's see if this build works. I'm feeling cautiously optimistic. For some reason. Although I haven't tried a charge attack yet. I'm curious how long it would take. Oh god, yeah, that's that is quite the journey. God, that does so much damage. Yeah, it is almost just worthwhile to even charge it up like that. Oh, it was because of Loki's horns as well, I guess. Because it gives you 4 swords and they all deal damage rather than just a 1? That's ridiculous. That's very good. That's very nice. Let's see if we can make use of that more often. That probably does something. There we go. I can't tell if my blank rune is charged or not. It doesn't look like it is, but I might try it out at some point. Yeah, that's funny. It was a bit. God, this looks so cool, though. Look at that. It only swings the other swords every now and then, but when it does, it is neat. I don't know if this deals more damage than my regular swords because of the attack rate being a little bit slower on this, but it's all good. I'm having a good time. Either way, it's all working out. This is how Tainted Azazel is meant to be played. Like a murderous windmill. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just feeling cautiously optimistic about dealing 27 damage per hit with a tier 8 that's as quick as me being able to mash the button. It just makes you feel alright. I'm taking a little bit of damage here and there, but nothing too terrible. And also, Death seemingly cannot attack me in this first attack of his, except when I run into him, of course. Because my sword is too big. And didn't even reach the second part of anything. Just lovely. Just lovely. Let's see if this works out. I'm hoping we can destroy some of these stones and that will count as charging up the thing by killing a thing. It doesn't seem like it works, no. That's a shame. Now I do actually need to be a little careful, because if I get close to that, it gets pretty horrid. But I think I've dealt quite a bit of damage as it stands already, so we're probably fine. Oh, this actually works as well. Yeah, this will be fine. There we go. Soul of Samson. Let's see if I have to dodge. Probably not, but I'm just not going to take the risk. Polyphemus has made my damage just ridiculous. What a good run that was. The sun. We did it, everyone. We got Azazel's Rage in the basement. We got everything done on Tainted Azazel. Not the most difficult character in the game, as you can see. And I can appreciate that, because I'm on a time limit. And yeah, that was pretty good. Pretty good beast run. We should play Tainted Azazel more often if we had stuff left to do on him, but unfortunately we do not. We unfortunately have kind of a horrid list of things remaining, but you know. We also have Tainted Magdalene, who needs to do some things that are not so bad. Like also the beast and the chest, I guess, so. God, that's like the last chest run, and one more lamb run, but it's on a pretty rough character, unfortunately. But we're getting there. Then some deliriums and some of this, some of that good stuff, and before you know, we're done. I can't promise it'll be done in the next 2 weeks, because this character is probably going to take a little bit longer than that, but that's okay. Because we have at least completed one more this day, and that is good. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Next time we play, we'll be doing another thing with another character, and I hope to see y'all there. I do not remember what I say here. Bye-bye!